set up. People, if the dog food says meat by product in the ingredients, if the dog food says meat by product in the ingredients, that's not good meat. If the food says meat by product, it's not good meat. Top of the week, people. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, people. We're going to talk about dog food. A lot of people think they're buying good dog food because of the price. A lot of people think they're buying good dog food because of the price. Just because it's $1 a pound don't mean it's good dog food. Just because it's $1 a pound doesn't mean it's good dog food, people. If the dog food has meat by product in the ingredient, that's not good dog food. If the dog food has grains, it's not good dog food. If the dog food has soy, it's not good dog food. Some people they don't know what to get. They don't know what to feed their dogs to make them look good. You got to know what to feed your dogs to make them look good, to make them act healthy, to make them um, gain weight, to make them get muscle, to make them have nice coats. It's in the food and water, people. Food and water, people. The dog food cannot have grains in it. You want grain-free dog food. You gotta understand. Grain-free dog food. If there's grains in the dog food, don't get it. Dogs don't eat grains. Dogs do not eat grains in the wild. Dogs don't eat grains in the wild. Has anybody ever seen a wolf eat corn? Anybody seen a wolf eat corn? Has anyone seen a wolf go to a corn stalk and grab corn? Huh? So why would you feed that to your dog? When a wolf eats on a carcass, they eat the meat. You understand? When a wolf eats on a carcass, they eat the meat. They leave the byproduct, all the junk. They leave that. So why would you feed byproduct to your dog? A lot of people don't understand what byproduct means. I'm gonna explain it to them. If you go to a butcher, if you go to a butcher and they are cutting up meat for people, when the butcher cuts meat up, when the butcher cuts meat, all the bad parts, all of the bad parts of the meat that they throw on the ground, that the people don't eat, all those bad parts of the meat that the people don't eat and the butcher leaves on the ground. We're not talking about the Angus beef. We're not talking about the top shelf parts of the beef and the meat. We are talking about the worst parts. You know how when they cut open a pig and the insides is chitlins. That's the cheapest part of the pig. This is the stuff I'm talking about on the cow. Don't do that. You don't play with food. The cheapest parts of the cow that goes on the ground, all of that gets ground up and they make dog food out of it. That's byproduct. That is all other parts of the dog that people don't eat. That is all parts of the wolf that the people don't meet, that they don't eat. So we're talking intestines. We're talking fat, bad parts. So when you see a dog food that's made by meat, by product, that's not good, people. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. You want to get good dog food that says no meat byproducts. That means they're giving your dogs the Angus beef. You know, that $30 steak that's only 6 inches. That's the type of dog food you want. The one that says no meat byproduct in it. If the ingredient says meat byproduct, people don't buy it. Some people think just because they're buying Diamond dog food, it's good dog food. Diamonds is not good dog food unless it's grain free. It has to have grain free recipe. It has to have no meat byproduct. That means you're getting good animal meat, not the cheap poop, not the poop left over in the stomach, not the fat, not the intestines, the pointless meat, the fillers. Those are called fillers. You want no fillers, people. Some people that don't comprehend, they don't know about dog food. They just read a name and they think it's good. They need to learn these facts. You want no fillers. You want no grains. You want grain-free. Grain-free, no fillers. Grain-free, no fillers. No wheat, no soy. This is what you want your dog food to say. You want to say no meat byproduct, no grains, no fillers. Okay? You want grain-free food. You want filler-free food. Some people, they don't know about dog food. And when you see a bag say something's made from 80% animal protein, that doesn't mean crude protein. You want to pay attention to the crude protein, people. You want to pay attention to the crude protein, people. That is the amount of protein is in each serving. Some people, they think just because the bag says 72% protein from animal meat, they dumbass think that means 72% protein is in a serving. That's not how it works. Butter, get out of there now. That does not mean 70% protein per serving, people. That means 72% of the protein came from animals. The crude protein is what you want to focus on, people. The crude protein is what you want to focus on, people. The crude protein is what you want to focus on, people. Not, not the protein source. You want to pay attention to the crude protein. That's the amount of protein is in a serving. Some people, they don't know about dog food. They don't know about dogs. They're feeding, they think they know about dogs, and they're feeding their dogs fillers. They're feeding their dogs soy. They're feeding their dogs corn. They're feeding their dogs meat byproduct. They're feeding their dogs all the bullshit that wolves don't eat. They are feeding their dogs all the bullshit that wolves don't eat. They are feeding their dogs all the shit that the wolf don't eat and what the people don't eat. Why would you feed your dog shit that you don't eat? We don't do that to our dogs. We feed our dogs the best. We feed our dogs the best. They eat grain-free recipes. We feed our dogs the best. We feed our dogs the best. Grain-free. No wheat, no corn, no soy, no wheat, no meat byproduct. None of that. None of that. None of that. None of that. They're not climbing out. None of that. None of that. None of that junk, yo. We feed our dogs nothing but the best kibble. You got people talking about dry and raw, but they're feeding the worst dry. They're feeding that dry that gives his dog no muscles. Gives his dogs no muscles. The fat back, skinny arm look. No shoulders. The back that just goes all the way into the elbows. The back that go all the way into the elbow with the skinny arms. That's what them fillers do. That's what them fillers do. That's what that meat byproduct do. That's what that corn do. That's what that corn do. You want no corn, no soy, no wheat, no fillers, no artificial coloring. You don't want no coloring in your dog food. You don't. Maybe for the puppies, but for full-grown dogs, you don't want that. Our puppies get cheap puppy chow. We're not gonna lie. We use puppy chow too, only on the puppies. You know why? Because we want them to get that fat. But full-grown dogs, we don't feed them any food coloring. We don't feed them any of that. Our puppies get it because we want them to be fat and healthy. We don't want our big dogs fat. We want our big dogs strong. We want them to be eating right. But the puppies, they get the bullshit. We ain't gonna lie. We give them that just for the fat specifically so they can get fat. But our big dogs would never eat any food coloring. Our big dogs will never get any fillers or artificial coloring or flavor or any corn or any meat byproduct. Our big dogs get nothing but the best kibble. You can't be feeding your dogs raw and cheap kibble. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. You got niggas recommending raw, feeding diamond. You got niggas recommending raw, feeding the worst bag of Victor. You gonna recommend raw and feed the worst bag of Victor. That doesn't make any sense. Know your dog food, people. Before you buy dogs, feeding the dog is the most important part of owning a dog. If you don't know how to feed your dogs, they won't look good. If your dogs don't look good, no one's gonna buy them. You gotta know what to feed your dogs. Butter out now, bitch. Come to bed now. Out. I told you about that shit. Get in here now. In there. Are you crazy? Gotta know what to feed your dogs, people. Gotta know what to feed your dogs. If you want your dogs to live healthy. If you don't know what to feed your dogs, people, they're not gonna look healthy. You have to know what to feed your dog. You gotta know what to feed your dog. You can't feed your dog fillers, artificial coloring, and dye, and grains. None of that is in a wolf diet. None of that is in the wolf's diet. Master of all bulldogs, and you feed your dogs high energy diamond. People, let's go see what, let me go show you what I'm talking about. Let me show you people what I'm talking about. It's time to show the people. This dog food right here. This is cheap dog food. This is cheap dog food. This is cheap. Do you guys see that? Chicken byproduct meal. Chicken. Hold on. Chicken byproduct meal. Ground corn. Wheat flour. Rice bran. Chicken fat. Corn. Gluten meal. You don't want none of that. Flavor. You don't want coloring. You don't want color. You don't want that. You don't want meat byproduct. Corn, wheat. You don't want that. Wolves don't eat that. Okay, people? And look, this is the protein that I want. This is the protein I want people to pay attention to. The crude. That's the guaranteed analysis. The guarantee analyst. The guarantee analysis. The guaranteed crude protein. This food is only 24%. That's not good, people. 20% protein is low as fuck. You don't want crude protein, only 24. You want to feed your dogs 30 or more. 30 or more. Remember, I told you grains are bad. You don't want grains, people. This is cheap dog food. Let me show you guys who I'm talking about here. This is that dog food. This is bad dog food. This is bad. This food is full of grains. This food is full of corn, full of wheat, full of full of full of just junk, full of soy. It's $42. That's not good dog food, people. It only has 24% crude protein. It's full of chicken byproduct meal, ground corn, wheat, flour. That's not what you feed your dogs, people. Wolves don't eat that. Wolves do not eat that. That's not good food. Remember that, people. You do not want byproduct. Byproduct is all the parts. It's all the parts of the chicken that the people don't eat. Byproduct is all the parts of the meat that go on the ground when the butcher's cutting it. That's what that is. That's meat byproduct. That is meat byproduct. Not what you want to feed your puppies. That's not what you want to feed your puppies. You want to feed your dogs grain free. No fillers, no meat byproduct, no artificial color, no dye. That's what you feed your dogs. That red bag of diamonds is cheap dog food. The yellow and black bag of Victor is cheap dog food. I don't give a damn about the name of the company. We don't care about the company's name here. We care what the company puts in there. We don't care about the company's name. We care what they put in there. We read the ingredients. You have to know what to feed your dogs, people. If you don't know what to feed your dogs, they won't look good. They won't look good. Your dogs, they won't look good. They won't be healthy. They won't live long. Remember that. Remember that. people. And look, y'all, this cage is open. This is an open door. That's what she wants to be. Hold on, I think that's the trash. You want no corn. You want no grains. You want no soy. That's the type of food you want, people. You want no chicken byproduct. You want no meat byproducts. It's not good dog food if it says byproduct. That's the meat that nobody eats. It goes on the ground. They just blend it all up and just throw it to dumb dog owners. We're not one of them kind of dog owners here. We know what to feed our dogs. Some people don't know what to feed their dogs. Some people's dogs are hungry right now. Some people's dogs are hungry right now. Some people's dogs are hungry right now. They are asleep. And the dogs are up hungry. They can't hear the dogs cry. They cannot hear the dogs cry because the dogs are outside or the dogs are in a shed. You have to hear your dogs, people, or that's neglect. Some people neglect their dogs. You have to be here. They have to be under the roof with you. They have to be under the roof with you. If they're not under the roof with you, you won't hear them. You won't be there when they cry. When they cry for you, you won't hear them. You will not hear them. You can't be the master of all bulldogs and you don't even know what food to buy. You can't be the master of all bulldogs and you feed your dogs fillers and meat byproduct and corn and wheat and grains. You can't feed your dog that bullshit and then talk shit that you feed your dog the best. Fuck wrong with you, boy? What the fuck wrong with that nigga, man? Look at that nigga. That's a stupid nigga, man. Feeding his dog meat byproduct, talking about he feed the best. He talking about he feed the best. How? How? You feed your dogs fillers. You feed your dogs grains. You don't feed the best. If you feed your dogs fillers and grains, you don't feed the best. You don't feed the best. If you feed your dogs fillers or grains, that's not the best. That is not the best, people. Grain free, no fillers, no soy, no artificial coloring dye. That's the food you want. That's the food you want, people. That is the food you want. That is the food you want. No corn, no wheat, no grains, no byproduct, no soy. Good dog food. You want good dog food. Not that bullshit. Not that bullshit. We want that good food. We want that good food, people. We want that good food, people. We want that good food, people. We want the good. Not that bullshit. Some people, they won't learn. Some people are still feeding what we used to feed dogs in the 90s. That's 30 years ago. It's time to educate yourselves and feed your dogs better. It's time to educate and wisen up. Stop thinking you're the smartest dog man in the world when you make yourself look dumb on the daily. The dumbest dog man in the world, people. Feed they dogs grains. The dumbest dog man in the world feed they dogs grains, people. The dumbest dog men in the world feed their dogs grains, people. The dumbest dog men in the world feed their dogs grains. Everything we feed is grain-free recipe. Everything we feed is grain-free recipe. Everything we feed is grain-free recipe. If it's not grain-free, we don't feed it. If it's not grain-free, we don't feed it. If it is not grain-free, we do not feed it. We don't feed it. If it doesn't say grain-free, don't feed it. Tell them, if you want your French Bulldogs to look like this, you gotta be in the house with them. You gotta be inside. You gotta be in the house. You have to hear them cry. You have to leave them unlimited water. Unlimited water. They need unlimited water. Not just water once or twice a day, a couple of licks. They talk about as much as they want. We give them as much water as they want. We give them as much water as they want, people. We give them as much water as they want. We let them drink till the bellies are gonna pop. We let them get full bellies. That's what we do. We feed dogs 4 a.m. all through the night, all day. That's what we do. We don't hold water back because the dogs is gonna pee. We don't hold food back because the dogs are gonna poop. That's not what we do. We don't let shit. We don't let piss. We don't let none of that get in our way. We don't let piss or shit get in our way. That shit don't stop us. We clean it up and get it out the house. We clean it up and we get it out the house, people. Feed your dogs the best. Happy Monday, people. I hope everybody has a good week. I hope everybody has a good week. I hope everybody finds the love of their life soon. I hope everybody finds the love of their life soon. You can't go through life alone. I hope everybody finds the love of their life soon. I hope everybody had a happy Valentine's Day. I hope everybody is feeding their dogs right. And if they don't, I hope they watch this video so they could start feeding their dogs right. I hope everybody gives their dogs unlimited water. If they want them to look like that, that's what they better do. If they want them to have bellies like that, that's what they better do. That's what they better do. Blessings, love, and peace. I hope everybody has a happy week. Puppies is ready to go next Sunday. These puppies are ready to leave next Sunday. These puppies are ready to leave next Sunday. Hold on, people. You're listening for the trash. You're listening for the trash. Hold on. But like I told you, next Sunday, people, they ready to go to their new homes. We got next Sunday, there's one leaving for sure. Then the following Sunday, there's gonna be 2 more leaving. I hear people say breeders have waiting lists. Breeders have waiting lists. Real breeders have waiting lists. That's what I hear. That's what I hear. Real breeders have waiting lists. Well, how come he ain't sell a puppy in a whole year and he had 15 of them? If real breeders got waiting lists, why he ain't sell a puppy last year? What happened to his waiting list? I don't understand that. Is he saying he's not a real breeder? Since he damn sure ain't got no waiting list. Why the fuck would you bring that up? Why the fuck would he bring that up and say real breeders got waiting lists when he had 15 dogs last year and did not sell one? I don't understand that. He just shows he's not a real breeder. Because he don't got no waiting list. No one bought his dogs. No one bought his dog. People, nobody bought his dogs. He didn't have a waiting list. He did not have a waiting list. He's not a real breeder, right? That's what he said. Real breeders have waiting lists. How come nobody bought them puppies from you last year, partner? Explain yourself. How come nobody purchased the puppy? That that proves my point. He's not a real breeder. If real breeders got a waiting list, you had 15 puppies last year. Why didn't any of them come get their dogs on the waiting list? Why didn't any of them come and pick up their dogs? Why didn't any of them come pick up their dogs? How come nobody came and got their animal from the waiting list? Hello? If real breeders have waiting lists, why didn't he sell a dog last year? Why is he still feeding 1-year-old dogs? Nobody wants his product. Nobody wants his product because he feeds his dogs byproduct meat. They ain't getting that good kibble. His dogs never had that good kibble. Look at the back on that boy. We feed dogs. We feed them. We don't let the poop stop us. Don't let the poop stop us. Don't let shit get in the way. We do not let shit get in the way. We feed dogs. We feed them. Don't let poop get in the way. Wow, we got fat backs over here. Fat backs over here. Fat backs over here. If real breeders have waiting lists, why didn't he sell his dogs? That doesn't make sense unless he's saying he's not a real breeder, right? Oh, it does. It does make sense he's not a real breeder. Okay, that's what it means. Yeah. Blessings, love, and peace. I hope everybody has a good week and they find the love of their life. I hope they find the love of their life. Get the backs. Fat backs, people. Fat backs. Strong pups. Strong pups. Fat backs. Bulldog. 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 No fat back. Hold on, people. Let me see something. We got bulldogs, but blessings, love, and peace. I hope everybody finds the love of their life and gets a wife. I hope everybody gets a wife in their life. Some people are miserable. Their dogs don't sell, and the ladies don't give them any attention. Dogs get no attention, and the ladies give them no attention. Some people are miserable. They can't buy a girl. They so angry. They can't buy a girl. They're so mad at the world. And they get angry at everybody in the world because they got no girl. They get mad at the world and everybody else in the world because they got no girl. Nobody wants to buy their dog, and they mad at life that they got no wife, and no other man with a wife wants to buy his dogs. So he's mad at the world, people. I hope everybody has a happy life and finds a wife. Blessings, love, and peace. Happy week, everybody. Happy President's Day. I hope you guys pull the grills out and have some girls come through, roll up, have a drink or two, and enjoy life with your wife and your kids and your dogs and your family. I hope everybody enjoys their family. Hope everybody loves their kids. I hope everybody loves their dogs. And I hope everybody feeds their dogs the best. Everybody stay blessed. I might be back on later. I don't know. It all depends on how my day go. I'm a real busy breeder. 16 dogs in the crib. 11 of them is puppies. We got to take care of these. We got to feed them. We don't let the poop stop us. We feed our dogs the best. No byproduct. No corn. No wheat. No soy. No grains. No artificial coloring or dye. No preservatives. None of that junk. All right, people. If you just joined the live, go back and watch this again. I'm teaching you guys about what ingredients to read in the dog food. Some of you people don't know what them things do to your dogs. But hey, anybody could be a master. If you go buy 10 dogs a day and they're all bulldogs, you're the master of all bulldogs. Doesn't mean you know how to feed them. Doesn't mean you know how to take care of them. It doesn't mean you know how to um, provide for them. Legends, we know how to do all that. I am the legend of all bulldogs, and I approve this message.